The Pfaff Creative Icon is loaded with tons of features, including one that I am very thankful for, and it is a bobbin thread sensor. So when my bobbin is getting low and I start to sew, I will get a little message that will indicate the bobbin thread is running low. You need to replace the bobbin with a full one soon. It is possible to continue to sew without closing the pop-up. So what that means is if I know I've got a little extra thread on my bobbin, I'm going to show you how to get even less in just a second. Don't touch OK. Leave this pop-up message on screen and you'll be able to continue sewing, maybe to the end of the seam, or if you're in the embroidery, possibly to the end of your color change if you find that that is close and not like 10,000 stitches later. So that is a nice little feature that does come up here. So how does the machine actually know that your bobbin is low? So first off, if you look at your bobbins, you'll find that this is my top right here, and right below the top, you see kind of a small little ridge. When you thread the thread up through that hole of your bobbin, when you're using your bobbin winder, that thread fills that ridge first, all the way up as far as it goes, and then it pops down and fills the lower part of the bobbin. So as the opposite happens, and you use up your thread, you're going to use up what's down below first, and then jump to use the remaining balance that is in the top ridge. As soon as the sensor shoots a light through the empty part of the lower part of the bobbin, that's when the message comes up. Now, some of you are noticing that you're like, it looks like there's a ton of thread in that top ridge. There is, and I'm going to show you a quick little way where you can have less thread fill that ridge. So when that sensor goes off and the pop-up message comes up, you'll find, and usually for me, especially with bobbin thread, I will have about 10 to 12 inches of thread left. So once that message comes up, I don't have more than just a handful of stitches I could sew before I am out. So I've got my thread threaded through my bobbin, and when I slide this over, it's going to immediately start to wind, and it's going to fill up that top ridge like I just explained. So once I flip this over, I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to push down on my green thread that I'm going to wind up fake bobbin with. As I push down, it's going to jump it below that ridge and begin to fill the bottom part, but there'll be just enough thread at the top here that would be that 12 inches left that I was talking about. So I have slowed the speed down fairly slow. So as I slide it over and push play, then I'm going to jump that down and I'm going to just flip it back so I can show you what it actually looks like. So you see the ridge just has a little bit of thread in there, but as I pushed it down, then it filled down below. So there's just a handful of twists on that, and so that should help fool the sensor, not really fool the sensor, just know that you will be down using just the last little bit of thread possible before you truly run out of thread.